Hello everyone, welcome to Ahmad Syauqey channel. Today, I want to talk about a quite interesting book. The book's name, Raymond'S. The author is Tony K. Bambara. This book is published in 1990. For the summary, the first person narrator, Hazel Elizabeth Deborah Parker, known as Squeaky, is a young girl growing up in Harlem. Squeaky prides herself on her performance on the track and her ability to care for her brother Raymond, who has a mental disability. A little girl with skinny arms and high-pitched voice, Squeaky is a self-confident, cocky youngster who boasts that everyone knows she is the fastest teen in 2 feet. Squeaky talks her running seriously. She is not afraid to practice high-stepping out on the street where anyone can see her. She is also a responsible and caring child. Although Raymond is actually older, Squeaky thinks of him as her little brother because he is less bright than she is. She is proud of her ability to care for him, protecting him from the towns and the threats for other children. The May Day celebration in the park includes a race, but the most important event is the maypole dancing. Squeaky has refused. The most important event is the maypole dancing. Squeaky has refused to participate because she is uncomfortable getting all dressed up in a white dress and shoes to dance. She is a practical girl who describes herself as a poor black girl who really can't afford to buy shoes and a new dress you only wear once. She is there to compete in the track meet. Secure in her identity as a runner, she explains that she used her feet for running, not dancing. Squeaky men's competition is a new girl, Gretchen Lewis, whom Squeaky has tried to size up on the basis of a few brief contacts. When Gretchen smiles at Squeaky during one of their encounters, Squeaky does not think it is a real smile because in her opinion, girls never really smile at each other. As Squeaky checks out her rival on the day of the race, she noticed that Gretchen kicks her legs out like a pro, and she begins to look at Gretchen with respect. When Squeaky realizes that winning is not everything, she sees Gretchen in a new light as a person who also worked hard to achieve her goal. She looked at her former rival with new respect, thinking that perhaps Gretchen is the type of person who could help push Raymond. The story ends with Squeaky and Gretchen exchanging a big smile of respect that is about as real a smile as girls can do for each other, considering we don't practice the smile every day. Okay, for the character, we got Hazel Elizabeth Deborah Parker, or Squeaky, the girl with a big ambitions. Then we got Raymond Parker, Squeaky's elder brother, who got mental disability. Then Gretchen Lewis, a new competitor or a rival to a Squeaky. And finally, Josh, Squeaky's father, who has been a trainer for Squeaky in runner. And for genre, this book genre is fiction and literature children. We got some conflict for this book. One of the conflict in Raymond'S is how Squeaky, the protagonist, will deal with her brother Raymond, who is developmentally disabled at first. She tries to help him by essentially challenging anyone who says anything to say to Raymond, anything to say about his big head, they have to come by me. By the end of the story, she realized that the best way she can help Raymond is by being his coach and helping him to run, as he has the making of being a fine runner. The other conflict is that Syauqey has competition in her race from Gretchen, the new girl. Syauqey says girls never really smile at each other because they don't know how. However, after Gretchen almost ties with Syauqey in the race, his feeling is changing and she looks forward about the Gretchen who has given the best competitors to Syauqey. After the announcement that Syauqey wins the first place, Gretchen and Syauqey has shake and give the best sincere smile as a girl could give. And finally, conflict is the protagonist. Syauqey is trying to figure out who she is, why she acts and talks quite confidently. She constantly feels as if she must prove herself to the world. From the conflict that I explained, the first conflict is the conflict I have experience on. To supervise the disabled child is quite challenging. How to overcome this situation is just stay calm and keep smile, because with smile we can reduce the stress we had. After this conflict is overcome, we can feel that supervise the disabled child is a quite interesting thing. This book is an interesting book to read, so I want to recommend to all my siblings and to all my UniMed friends, especially my roommate Muhammad Shazwan Mr. Zali, because he is a quite sensitive person. After you had read this book, you can get yourself be more confident and ambitious person. That's all about the Raymond's book. Then for all viewers, stay at home and keep yourself safe and clean. Bye.